I want to talk about. I want to bring in Sheryl McCollum, an active crime scene investigator in Metro Atlanta, who's worked on high-profile cases from Tupac Shakur to the Zodiac Killer. She's also the author of Swans Don't Swim in a Sewer, great title. John Buehler, retired detective who famously investigated the disappearance of Laci Peterson. It's great to have you both here. Sheryl, I'll start with you. You know, Brian's source says that this supervisor had no homicide experience, okay? You make the point, as far as I understand, hasn't still been declared a homicide. Totally fair. I would just follow up and say those first 48 hours, you and I both know, are crucial. We're also talking about a kidnapping. We're also talking about an elderly victim. It seems the argument was that this was interpreted wrong. This was interpreted as a wandering off situation initially. It was a bad working theory. Isn't that the problem?
Jesse, you and I have talked, and I have been very clear that this thing should have been workday homicide from jump. And if the evidence pulls you in another direction, that she just wandered off or it was a medical event, fine. You've done no harm. There's no doubt this should have been worked differently. However, again, no one, not the sheriff's department, not the FBI, has yet declared this a homicide. So my point of saying that is this. What is the background of the lead detective? Is it missing persons? Is it burglary? They're not concentrating on what gifts this person may have and what they may bring to the table. And I would also argue that if you've ever watched The First 48, or if you've ever been lucky enough to go to NYPD's homicide school, they teach this team atmosphere. Everybody rotates. And when you rotate, everybody will do a sketch. Everybody will canvass. Everybody will locate witnesses or run tags. Everybody does every job. That lead person, they are not going to let them fail. There's a lot of talent in that department, I promise you.
Now, John, I'll go to you. You clearly, first of all, do not have as good a background as Sheryl. I mean, my gosh, she's like at the gun range right there. It's incredible. I didn't even notice it when I was introducing. I see it there. But John, let me ask you, how problematic is this? Again, if we take this as true, that this source is talking about what happened in the first stages of this investigation, is this really a wrench? Does this really seem to be why we don't seemingly have an answer at this point in time?
Well, based on the limited amount of information that they've given us so far, Jesse, it seems likely that that is the problem. And you can't really draw conclusions in a solid nature based on that. However, anytime you have a situation like this, you've got a high-risk victim, 84 years old, in relatively poor health. Where would you come up and pull this out of your ear that she went out wandering at night? It's so dark up there. It's hilly. The terrain is uneven. I just don't understand how you could even come up with that unless you're looking to maybe make this something less than it is. But a high-risk victim like this, you got to look at it. Just like Sheryl said, you started working it as a homicide. You never have any regrets doing it that way because the evidence that you miss, that you don't collect if you don't work it like a murder from the beginning, is the stuff that you need when you go into court to try and get a conviction on the guy when you eventually find him.
I mean, Sheryl, I go back to what that source had seemingly suggested. It seems like it's one of two things. Either the suspect or suspects, master criminal, so cunning, can't be detected, leaving no evidence, or there were mistakes that allowed this person or persons to take advantage of, and why we are now 62 days out and seemingly no reported, no seeming suspect.
Or they're working so well behind the scenes, they're just this close to making an arrest. The problem is the lack of communication. And I am telling you, when you've got a sheriff that now won't talk to anybody, the FBI has gone radio silent, it feeds this white noise. Now we're talking about the morale of the sheriff's department. We're talking about, you know, you got a lead detective that's inept. That should have been shut down by the people that are running this investigation. And I mean from the top. I would like to see this joint press conference that has yet to happen.
Yeah.
You don't have the sheriff and the FBI and this family on the same stage yet. And that is why this kind of thing is being fed. But I'm going to talk like I'm a part of the Guthrie family. When it comes to the morale, when it comes to who's leading this and the dirty laundry and the infighting,
Sure.
I don't care about any of it.
Yep.
Go find their mama.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.